What's up, everybody? Meal Prepping Mom, Sarah. It is that time again. I'm going to show you once again how easy it is to do some meal prepping for approximately an entire week. This is going to include things that you can use for your lunch, things that you can eat for dinner, things that you can say to your kids, hey, go grab a healthy meal out of the fridge because, we're running late and we don't have time to cook something. So get ready. We're going to do all of this together. And I'm gonna break it down for you in steps. So the first thing is, get your oven preheating to 375 degrees because primarily our protein sources are going to be cooked at that temperature on our pans. As you can see here, I just began to lay some things out that I'm gonna need. Number one is the meal prepping containers that everything's gonna go in, of course, but I'm gonna show you how to make some sausage. I'm gonna show you how to make some pork, meatballs, that are pre-cooked. I do have my own recipe that I make from time to time that's from scratch, but we're gonna make some veal, we're gonna make some chicken and some more beef. I also have this week here some orange ruffy fillets. All of my meats are pre-purchased to my liking. I use a company called 5 Star Foods. I find that not only do they carry organic products or 100% Angus beef products and that sort of thing, but everything is fresh and or organic of nature. So let's see what else we have here. We have some sweet potatoes that we're gonna break down and cook. We have some organic carrots, organic peas and broccoli. We have some rice that we're going to use, has another carb like I showed you last week. I have an orange here, which I'm going to use in my cooking, and also some baby spinach. In addition, this morning, I showed you guys how to make an egg and avocado toast. And what we're going to do is we are going to, I have it here somewhere, I'm going to show you how to use the rest of that avocado. It was in the fridge. I'm going to show you how to use that rest of the avocado so it doesn't go bad. And we're going to put it in our white albacore tuna. So follow along with me, enjoy this video. I'm going to be cooking and prepping and showing you things along the way. And remember, if you have any questions at the end of the video, don't forget to comment at the bottom and ask me anything that I can help you out with. Here we go, guys. All right, everybody, so the first thing we're gonna get going here is going to be our long grain brown rice. So again, I'm gonna make half a cup of that. So the first thing I need to do is take my 1 cup of water and get that into my pot. And we're gonna turn it on. And we are going to get that to a rolling boil. And once that comes to a rolling boil, we are then going to put in our half cup of brown rice. So while that comes to a boil, we're going to take another pot here and we're going to start to cook down our organic carrots. So just get that in the pot. Got one sticking in there, okay. And I had a little bit from another bag that I'm going to add in there as well. So turn that burner on, get that going. Don't forget to take some olive oil and include that in your water. It's just going to help to keep your vegetables nice and tender once they're done. So whoop, get your lid on that pot and that is good to go. Both of those are going to start up. In the meantime, we are going to get our protein sources opened up here and we're going to get them seasoned. So I have 2 pans laid out. I already sprayed it down with my Pam and I'm just going to tilt the camera here so you can see that I'm going to get the meats opened up and laid out on the pan. So what's going to go in here? We're going to take our chicken breasts, of course, and we're going to get those laid out. 2, 3, and 4. So we got our chicken there. And we're going to also put on here our pork, which is pre-marinated. You actually have the choice to have foods pre-marinated. I don't always do it, but from time to time it's nice to have a pre-cryoed marinade meat source in your deep freezer downstairs. So I do have these. These are pre-marinated. I'm not going to do anything with those. I'm just going to use their natural marinade flavor from the company directly. And let's see what else. I'm going to move this here. And we are going to season our chicken breast. So let me get the seasonings for us. All right, so this week I'm going to use our Grill Mates McCormick Montreal chicken. Put that right on our chicken breasts. As well as some black pepper. Get that on there. And these are going to go into our preheated oven at 375. Now the chicken we're going to cook for approximately 12 minutes. And the pork we are going to cook for approximately 14 because they're a little thicker. So we're going to set our timer to 14 minutes and we will check on those. In the meantime, as I said, our rice water is at a roiling boil. So we're going, or rolling boil, excuse me. We're going to take our ½ cup of brown rice, get that right in there, put our lid back on, and this is going to do its thing for 35 minutes approximately. So setting another timer to 35. Keep in mind you have to turn the temperature down on your rice to a low simmer. What's up everybody? So as I said, continuing this meal prepping here, I told you that we were going to take our avocado from this morning and I was going to show you guys how to save the rest of it so it doesn't go bad, because avocado goes bad really quickly. Usually a day, maybe 2 if you're lucky, you have to use it in time. So I'm going to take our solid white albacore tuna and I'm going to show you what we're going to do to use this as a meal prep. We're going to take 2 cans here and put that in our stand mixer. And we're going to take the rest of our avocado, and I will show you what this looks like in 1 second. Take the rest of our avocado and get that in the stand mixer. So we took our 2 cans of tuna and we put the rest of our avocado in there. Now what we're going to do is we're going to take 2 cracks of the pink Himalayan sea salt and we're going to get that in there as well. So set this up here. Two cracks of the sea salt, a little bit of black pepper in there. We're going to attach our mixer attachment and put that onto our stand-up mixer. And we're going to get that mixing together nicely. You can see that's going on in there. So we have just in here 2 cans of tuna and the rest of our avocado. Now, we are going to add a wetter ingredient, which is a tablespoon of mayonnaise. I'm going to grab that out of the fridge. Hellmann's Light mayonnaise. We're going to take a tablespoon of that and we're going to drop that in. and turning the mixer back on to get the mayonnaise incorporated in there. So that is our tuna. We're gonna put it in the container, and that's gonna be good to go. Our tuna is in our container. Of course, we are going to safely store that and put that in our fridge until we are ready to get that into our individualized meal prepping containers. In the meantime here, you're gonna see that our carrot pot is now at a rolling boil. We're gonna take the lid off of that and we're gonna turn the burner down, and we're just gonna kind of keep an eye on our carrots until they get fork tender. And what I mean by fork tender is your fork can go through it, but not necessarily break the carrot, because we want to add some seasoning and a sauce glaze to them as well. We have our rice here. That's still doing good. Keep the lid on that. And what do we have here? We got 5 minutes left on our 2 protein sources, the chicken breast and the pork. So we're going to let that go. In the meantime, I have another pot here, which I'm going to take my steaming vegetable tool here that I got at my other, local Bed Bath & Beyond, like I said. And we're going to turn our burner on and get that going so we can get cooking on another vegetable source. So we're going to start with our organic broccoli here, and we're just going to get that in the pot. Okay, so we got our broccoli in the pot here. We are going to get that boiling and steamed up. In the meantime, our chicken and pork just got done. So we are going to turn the timer off on that and get these pans pulled out of the oven. So we got our boneless, skinless chicken breast coming out. And take a look at our pork. Our pork looks good too. We are going to let both of those meats rest. But what I'm going to do is take some tongs, and I'm actually going to transfer the pork onto the chicken pan, because I want to get this pan back in the oven with our second meat source. That's going to be late on this one, and that's going to be our veal patties. There they are, our veal patties. They're going right back in the oven. Or I should say right in the oven. We are going to cook these for 13 minutes and check in with our other stuff. So let me grab a fork here to check our carrots. As I said, we want them to have a fork go through them, but we do not necessarily want to have them break. So they're looking good. So I'm going to turn the heat off on them. I'm going to transfer them and dump the boiling water out and get them in a pan and show you what we're going to do with those next.